Welcome to Dundalk TV at the annual Baltimore Antique Bottle Show.
We're getting video here.
I'm a digger. Dig for antique bottles and everything else. Here's an old spittoon. May well be locally made by Fenton. And he was over in Canton, in part of Baltimore. And he made this rocking handware style. And this one's spittoon. It's got top where you spit in and you pour it out. Pretty common in the 19th century.
And what would that run, Andy?
Oh, it's $75. More than an antique store, it's a good price here.
That's reasonable. And let's see, and the time period was?
I'd say this is 1870s and earlier, maybe 1850s through the 70s, based upon the style.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, and what else do you have?
Well, what we have here is a nice mix of bottles, all excavated, 1870s on back to the 1850s. Big old stoneware beers from Philadelphia. Nice whiskeys. Stoneware beers go 1850s, 60s. These whiskeys are all probably 1860s and 70s. These are nice food bottles and interesting medicines. So for example, here's a very cool medicine. It's a Brewster's cholera mixture. So you must have been in trouble if you're willing to pay for this to drink rare bottle medicine, late 1850s.
Now you said a couple of them were from different states. Now you found those locally, though, correct?
A lot. See, I dig all over the East Coast. So some are found in New York, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Wilmington, Delaware, Annapolis, Washington, D.C.
Well, typically, do you find bottles from other areas in some of the local Baltimore privies?
Yeah, and in particular because Philadelphia and New York, they're so prolific. There's so many bottles coming out of those places. You'll find a lot of New York and Philadelphia bottles all in those cities all over the East Coast.
Okay, so you buy, sell, and trade?
I mostly just sell.
Okay.
The spittoons, my buddy, he needed a little cash, so I bought those, but everything else here we dug. I dug, my digging partner dug.
Okay, and what show is this for you?
10.
10, okay.
10 show here. It's good fun, it's a good crowd, good city.
How are you? Where are you from?
Down by Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
We're digging in the box for the goodies.
It's just a Pennsylvania piece. It's McKee. They also made canning jars. And it's from Western PA. And it's just one of the threadless available at the show. And threadless insulator has no screw threads. And when you're out hunting, this is maybe what you're looking for, the earlier stuff, or you might choose a color.
Such as?
Well, such as like Carnival glass, fairly inexpensive, $30, $40, you can catch a nice one.
I have to say that purple insulator looks rather interesting. You have two of those.
Well, actually, this one's AT&T, or AMTEL, old phone company, so Bell South, or American Telephone people. And this one is actually Baltimore Glass Manufacturing Company. And they were made right here around Baltimore.
Nice.
About $60 to $75.
And then you got some demi-johns there.
Yeah, and these are some big demi-johns. Maybe if you make homemade wine. But the colors are just great. I had a blue one the other day, but it's been gone.
I closed it up on keeping stuff in it. I'll find a
Fancy ear of corn. People, bitter bottles. Everybody loves bitters.
And they're a little pricey, especially in the yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Or amber.
Yep. Canning jars, something for everyone. Right?
And some of the other bottles here, you had the little, the blue one. That's very nice.
Poison bottles. And if you glance behind you, there's all poison bottles also.
I got that interview. I didn't miss it. We'll lead into that one off of yours. Yes. Okay, the other blue bottle, the
Flask.
yes, the flask.
The flasks can be very collectible and all from different colors. Fairly inexpensive. Something for everyone. Even down to historic flask. Or if you're a police officer, the guys will love a billy club.
I like the one you have in your hand right now. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
All right. I'm not real certain, but I want to think it's Stoddard. And probably 90% Stoddard, that it is Stoddard piece. And they're just a historical flask from the 1840s to 1860s maybe. And of course they had some sort of spirits in it.
And the price on that bottle would be?
I'm asking $250.
And that's negotiable a little bit. Little bit of wiggle room, little bit.
But it's about as good as you can get, and nearly a honey.
And of course, bottle collectors like to go for trades as well, right?
Oh yeah, trade, sell. Actually, we love finding them. We look for historic homes, and you may have treasures in your yard.
And I happened to overhear you talking about doing digging during the wintertime. You were saying digging, so you'd like to go out on digs?
Yeah, well, down by where I stay, down by Myrtle Beach in Wilmington, we can dig all year round. Nothing freezes, so we try to get out every Saturday, every other Saturday anyway, for sure. And
a little bit cooler during the wintertime.
Yeah, and just do our thing. And then we come up here and trade.
And one of your best days out, what do you think you wound up netting on?
Actually, I did just find out it was about $2,500.
Oh, that's a good day.
Piece.
That's one piece. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, and have a safe journey home.
All right, thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you next year.
Poison Bottle Collectors Association, and this is Jerry Jones. Jerry, he's our president and the most knowledgeable man I know when it comes to poison bottles.
My name is Jerry Jones. I'm from Pleasant Garden, North Carolina. I've collected poison since 1972, and this is the best show there is around. All poison bottles were either in amber, green, or blue. There were very few glass because illiteracy was pretty bad in the early 19 and 18, late 1800s. So by putting the color on, doing the regular shape of the bottle, you automatically knew even if you couldn't read that was not the bottle you pick up.
It had the ribbing on it.
They have the ribbing on them, some of them have bumps on them, some of them have stars on them, and a lot of them have just rows of lines on them. But at night, if you was in the medicine cabinet and didn't have a cute candle because they didn't have electricity, you would automatically know if you picked it up that it was the right bottle by the shape of it, by the film. And the color was supposed to be a danger sign too, but it got to where it appealed to people so much they finally had to go where they could put paper labels on them and also do the poison on them. One time, while these bottles didn't have poison on them, they just had the ribbing and the bumps.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and thank you for coming to the Baltimore Antique Bottle Show.
You might not put me in the person I am, but I'm not a camping person. I appreciate you interviewing me anyway, and I hope I've been of some help.
You did great, Jerry. Thank you so much. And come back again next year. We look forward to seeing you.
I'm here every year.